Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new year. Happy New Year to you guys. I pray that 2022 is your year. I pray that it is productive. I pray that it is prosperous for you. In today's video, I will be sharing some helpful tips on how to plan for a productive new year. If you are interested in making 2022 your best year, your most productive year, your most consistent year, definitely stay tuned. But one of my favorite things to do to ring in a new year is to start it with a brand new planner. I typically like to do this before the new year even starts. So that is tip number one, you guys. Buy a planner. How are you going to plan without a planner? So I'm actually going to take you guys along with me as I shop for my new planner for 2022. So let's go. If you guys guessed that I purchased the Cheetah planner, you were wrong. I actually ended up purchasing the Watercolor 2022 planner. I absolutely love this planner. I love how neutral it is, and it has some of those rose gold tones in it, which I absolutely love. So let's open her up and show you guys what she looks like inside. So now that we have our planner, my next tip for planning for a productive year is to plot your months out in advance. This is a great way to keep track of important dates, important deadlines, things like that. I don't like to do this the month of. You want to do it at least, if not the month before, then maybe a week before or the day before the new month starts. Just go through, write down those important dates, write down those important deadlines so that you know that it's coming up and it's not a surprise. It doesn't catch you off guard and throws off your productivity. So for me, I already outlined the important days in the month of January, and typically we'll go through and write down when certain bills are due. If I have any appointments, I'll write those down. My work schedule, I'll write that down. So those are good things to plot your month. Make sure you do those in advance and not the month of, so that you can just keep track of your month as it goes along. So my next tip is very similar to the previous one, but instead make sure you plan out your weeks. Now again, similar to months, I like to plan out my weeks either an entire week in advance or at least the night before a new week. I like to plot it out. I like to write down my daily routine, important things that I want to make sure I get done. Like for me, reading my devotional every morning is important. Working out at least 3 times a week is important for me, and making sure I'm up to date with posting my content and things like that. So this is especially important for those of you who have set a new goal for the new year, such as, you know, being more fit. Writing it down in your planner makes it more likely for it to get done, because nothing feels better than checking it off after you finish the workout, at least for me. So as an example, this is the beginning of the week that I have planned out. Monday, I have to read my devotional. Grocery shopping is a major thing to get done, and then posting on Instagram. And then I also have things I need to do. I needed to reschedule my oil change, reschedule my dentist appointment, and pay rent. So your weekly tasks are primarily going to consist of those more in-depth tasks that typically end up being a list. That's where you want to write that out in your planner. By Monday night, I like to make sure I have most of my Tuesday planned out. Tuesday night, I like to make sure I have most of my Wednesday planned out. So those things that you need to make sure you get done, reminders for yourselves, those are important things to write when you're planning your weeks. So my next tip for planning for a productive year is to get it done. Do not procrastinate. That's the importance of writing things down. Those tasks that you want to complete, write them down and then get them done. The moment procrastination enters your mind, push it away and just get the stuff done. I promise you guys, it'll be so worth it in the end. For me, I've gotten into the habit, as soon as I think of putting something off, I get up and get it done. So that way you can check it off in your planner and just feel good about yourself at the end of the day. So the motivation for me is being able to check things off that I have written down in my planner, so I can say I got it done. I'm closer to my overall goal that I've set for myself by accomplishing those mini tasks that I've written down in my planner. So that's why it's important to write things down. That's why it's important to take smaller steps towards the bigger goals. Like, I'm going to keep using the fitness example because I feel like a lot of people have fitness goals. If your goal is to work out a certain amount of times a week so that you can get to your overall goal, then writing down, okay, it's Monday. Monday I have to work on arms. It's Tuesday. Tuesday I have to work on legs. It's Wednesday. Wednesday I have to do cardio. Writing those things down and then checking them off, making sure that you're getting them done, is what's going to get you to your goal. So don't procrastinate, get it done, check it off, and feel good about yourself at the end of the day. So the next tip is to write your priority tasks first. This makes sure that you get the most important things that need to be done first. So write those tasks down first, and then anything after that that can either get done the same day or the next day that aren't too time sensitive, you can write those below those priority tasks. But what you want to do is write down your priority tasks first so that you can get those out of the way and done with. So my last tip is probably one of my favorite tips and probably one of the easiest tips. It doesn't really have any action. It's just a statement, and that statement is, you do not have to have everything figured out. So when it comes to planning your month, if you don't know every single thing that you're going to be doing that month, that is okay. You can fill it in as you go, but the main thing is that you want to be able to fill out at least some things before the new month actually gets here. So you don't have to have everything figured out, but you do want to have at least a majority of your month planned out. So whatever you know that's important that you need to get done for the month, just make sure you write that down. If things pop up along the way, you can write that down as well. If you have to change things, you can change things as well. You don't have to have everything figured out. Plan as you go. What you need is a solid foundation, a solid start. So just get started. Start filling in some of those days throughout your month that you know that you have appointments, or you know that you have to work, or you know that you have some type of commitment or important event. Same thing goes for your weeks. I will show you guys. So I showed you the beginning of my week because the end of my week I don't have completely filled out. Now, I will say this is a new, I typically do use the happy planners, but I usually use the ones that are lined. I don't use these blocks. So another reason I don't have mine completely filled out is because I'm trying to get the hang of using stickers so that it looks cute. So, but as you can see, my week is not completely planned out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I do not have that planned out, but I'm off to a good start because, for instance, Monday, I filled out a majority of this Sunday night. Tuesday, I filled out a majority of this Monday night. And then of course things come up, so you may be adding things to your schedule the day of. That's completely fine. But again, you want to have that foundation. You want to have that start. So those are my tips for planning for a productive year. The first one is to buy a planner. The second one is to plot out your month. The third one is to plot out your weeks. The fourth one, put your priority tasks first. And the fifth one, you do not have to have everything figured out. You can plan as you go, but you do want to have that solid foundation, that solid start. I hope these tips were super helpful for you guys. Let me know if they were in the comment section. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more planning tips, more productivity tips, let me know and I'll make sure I do more videos on them. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and I will see you in the next one.